20 years ago, former Vice President Al Gore released his documentary, An Inconvenient Truth. The Oscar-winning film on climate change had some applauding and others arguing he was just playing politics and climate change wasn't actually happening. Queen City News reporter Maureen Wirtz set out to find the truth.
I think she might just need some more water.
Gardening is full of lessons. From the soil to the sun, each plays a part.
I think we're going to have kind of a benches.
The flowers at the Lake Lure Flowering Bridge in western North Carolina highlight the duality of nature, both delicate and destructive.
There's nothing left.
The devastation was beyond belief.
Loud. I don't know if it was the trees or the mudslide, but loud. Looks like a war zone through here. I mean, this doesn't even look the same. Where's our road?
Mud. It was a mudslide is where it hit the house.
I saw this big wall coming at us. It was probably like 15 feet high, logs and rocks.
And I could tell something had come in through the house, and then we had to evacuate because the whole wall was caving in the kitchen.
There's really nothing left up our but this ugliness now. This is ugly. This is history.
Everything was brown. The water was brown, all the trees, all the debris. It was just brown. There was colorless, really.
Susie Ellis will never forget what the flowering bridge in Lake Lure looked like after Hurricane Helene.
You know, there was so much debris that just piled up behind it. And then some of that got in and piled up behind the old bridge. Finally, water always wins. Mother Nature always wins.
We're completely surrounded by water.
From September 25th to September 28th, 2024, anywhere from 18 to 30 inches of rain fell on parts of western North Carolina. There was flooding, mudslides. 107 people died.
We had no idea it affected all of western North Carolina. No idea. For a couple of days.
So you think the rain is heavy now, it could pick up even more.
Well, meteorologists warned people at the time. There was another warning 20 years before.
One often unnoticed effect of global warming is it causes more precipitation, but more of it coming in one-time big storm events.
In 2006, former Vice President Al Gore released his Oscar-winning documentary, An Inconvenient Truth. It highlighted the effects of climate change, and at the time, reactions were split. Some call it a wake-up call, others a complete exaggeration.
Now I'm going to show you recently released the actual ocean temperatures. And of course, when the oceans get warmer, that causes stronger storms. We have seen in the last couple of years a lot of big hurricanes.
One of the biggest predictions in the film was that storms would get stronger.
It's actually not just hurricanes, right? Just rainstorms in general. So one of the things that we know really, really well is that when it rains harder now, right, than it used to rain in our grandparents' time.
Dr. Jack Sheff is a professor at UNC Charlotte and an expert on climate change.
Climate change is like a rising tide that lifts all temperatures, right? It still gets cold sometimes and it still gets warm sometimes, but the warms are warmer than they used to be, and the colds are also not as cold as they used to be.
20 years ago, Gore said temperatures would continue to climb.
If you look at the 10 hottest years ever measured in this atmospheric record, they've all occurred in the last 14 years.
And Sheff says that's exactly what happened. Our whole state is in the middle of a drought at the moment.
Yeah.
And that was also one of his predictions, is that you would get maybe rain, but it would be all at once, so you'd have kind of a feast or famine situation, so there would be more droughts.
Yeah, precisely, right. So that's something he was 100% correct about.
Not everything was 100% correct.
Within the decade, there will be no more snows of Kilimanjaro. This is happening in Glacier National Park.
There's still snow on Mount Kilimanjaro and glaciers at Glacier National Park. He also predicted that Lake Chad in Africa would dry up, and it's still around. And he said sea levels would rise 20 feet from melting ice from Greenland and Antarctica. They have gone up, but not that much and not nearly as fast.
In our lifetime, right, a worst case might be, 5 or 6 feet of sea level rise, which would still be bad.
He says what the documentary portrays is a lesson to take note of.
Most of what he was talking about, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the hotter temperatures, right, the rising seas, the hotter summers, or the stronger hurricanes, more wildfires, right, most of what he was saying, right, seems like it has happened.
Scientists determined that the rain from Helene was caused, in part, by climate change.
Everything swirled around in here for 72 hours.
Look at that. I mean, look at that.
During the many months following Helene,
It's not just mud here, it's something green and growing.
That's the good part. These people are going to build it back.
human nature
I'm tough. I'm 7th generation Watauga County, so we're tough.
proved it strong too.
Horrible things can bring the best out in people and can bring them together in a way that just day-to-day life doesn't. Right next to the swing, I had a crate, 2 crates.
While most of their garden was destroyed, there are some things that survived. The bench Susie had made, a brick book, the giving tree she had painted, and the chandelier she helped design.
But it was still there. And when you look around, I mean, entire buildings were gone. Homes were gone. Vehicles were gone. The bridge was gone. But that was still there. Isn't that gorgeous?
This lesson is on starting over, finding beauty in unexpected beginnings.
Exactly. Oh, I think they're going to be beautiful.
That's one lesson down, and many more to learn. With photojournalist Jack Anderson, Maureen Wirtz, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.